Thank you all for coming to the press conference that was scheduled for today. Going to give our statement of purpose of why we're here. We, as concerned citizens and residents of the city of Youngstown, have gathered to express our concern about the future of our city and how this upcoming election, particularly this upcoming mayor's race, impacts our community in a positive or negative way. One of the major issues surrounding this election is control. Who is controlling or trying to control the city that we live in and pay taxes in from the outside? There appears to be special interests who do not live in the city, nor do they have vested interests in the well-being of the residents of our community, nor do they have the well-being of the residents of our community at heart. And they're trying to take our city backwards to the days of the corrupt politics and government that have stigmatized and stifled our valley for decades. Under the leadership of former Mayor Jay Williams, this city began to turn around from being known for crime and corruption and take on a new positive image that attracted businesses to our area and economic development. We do not need nor desire to digress and return to the days of our tainted past. The indication and the evidence of the corrupt days of the past have surfaced in this campaign for the mayor's race as we've been saturated with the negative campaigning and smear tactics of one candidate's political camp. How convenient these unfounded allegations appear right before the election. It is obvious that the masterminds behind one of the candidates' political campaign have no regard or respect for a person's family or children to stoop to such desperate and wicked schemes to get what they want. But we are not fooled by these underhanded strategies of political campaigns and even the media, who we believe are trying to shape and sway the opinion of the voters. We are tired of the dirty politics and the attempts to assassinate a person's character for political gain. If this is the kind of ruthless machine that is running a candidate's political campaign, then we certainly do not want that machine running our city. Enough is enough. Candidates should run for office on their own merit and what they bring to the office and community, and not their ability to smear their opponent. The citizens of Youngstown deserve better. This city belongs to the residents of this city, not to the negative forces that are trying to control us and control our city. We certainly cannot afford to go backwards to the business and politics as usual. We need every registered voter to get out and vote for our city's future and not for its past. Our next speaker is the Reverend Phil Emler.
I'm Pastor Philip Emler. I pastored Inner City Church on Market Street for 26 years. I'm the founder of Jubilee Urban Renewal that built 155 new homes for first-time homeowners in the city of Youngstown. I raised my children here. My wife is taught in the school system. My boys are graduate of Cheney High School. I have a great deal of confidence in Domain Kitchen. If our present mayor, Samarone, had confidence to make him his right-hand man and to represent the mayor's office, I'm sure that there was good reason for that, and we feel that he is a well-qualified young man. He can hit the ground running when he becomes mayor because he's been there. He has seen what works, what does not work, and I have a great deal of confidence in him and certainly endorse what Pastor Simon has said, and grateful for this opportunity to express my opinion and my perspective. Thank you.
My name is Pastor Al Yano, and I come to you this morning as a concerned citizen who has been living in the city of Youngstown for the past 21 years. I chose to return home to Youngstown after being away for a season in college and the beginning of my career. And I chose to move back to Youngstown, make Youngstown my home, have my family be a part of Youngstown, because I believe that Youngstown's greatest days are ahead of us, and I still believe that. It gets very disappointing sometimes when we see people who are in Youngstown, born and bred in Youngstown, who have the qualifications to be great leaders and who have done a great job with their resume and their efforts to advance Youngstown, become the point of what I call political and public assassination, just so that certain entities could remain in control in our city. And if there's one thing that I noticed when I came back home 21 years ago, is it seemed that the same names seemed to still either be in power or behind those who were in power. It seemed that we were a community with a one-party system, and any person that was outside of that political party did not have a chance to lead. In 2005, we had mentioned Jay Williams made history by becoming the first African-American mayor and independent mayor in Youngstown since 1922. And it seemed all around the nation that people were finally recognizing Youngstown was moving forward into a new day. Businesses were investing in our community. The homicide rate has gone down. Downtown is developing and becoming a central hub for the arts and entertainment. There is vision and plans being worked out to help our schools deal with crime and revitalize our blighted neighborhoods. The Main Kitchen has been an integral part of this effort as a businessman, a community activist, a city council person, and as the assistant to the mayor. I think it's important that people get to know these candidates and what they have done to make our community a better place. Now, I have worked with our neighbors in the blighted streets of Youngstown for 20 years. I've spent many hours, like Pastor Emler, working on vacant homes and beautifying vacant lots and hosting community block watches and activities. The Main Kitchen has been right there as a partner, as a councilman, as the city's mayor's assistant. He has been right there empowering block watches, churches, businesses, and citizens to address blight in their neighborhood. I've spent the last 20 years, along with several of these leaders, investing in our schools as volunteers, as mentors, as in after-school programs. The Main Kitchen was right there with us. He was right there mentoring and tutoring young people, speaking into their lives and trying to help their experience in education be a better experience. In the last 2 years, I've been involved with the development and the implementation of the SERVE program, which is the Community Initiative to Reduce Violence. It was initiated by the mayor's office and the police chief. The Main Kitchen was the architect and the strategic leader behind that initiative. We have seen the crime rate drastically. The violent crime rate has drastically gone down in Youngstown because the Main Kitchen has brought together a team of people and unified us. He's brought together political leaders. He's brought together the community justice, the criminal justice people, the police department. He's brought together the faith community. He's brought together community social work organizations. He has an ability to unify people around a single cause. And one more thing I want to say about the Main Kitchen. I have witnessed him to be a loving husband, to be a committed husband, to be a loving father and parent, and to be a man who is truly humble and willing to be accountable to anyone who cares about him and his family in our city. So as a concerned citizen, it seems to me that this mayoral election is more about politics than about people. It seems that we don't hear enough about the experience of the candidates, and it feels like powerful forces are working behind the scenes to regain control of our city's destiny. Most of these forces, as Pastor Simon said, are people who do not live in our city, who do not have vested interest in our city, and to, in my opinion, do not care about the future of Youngstown. And it is quite amazing. I will make this statement on camera that we had this same press conference a couple of days ago, and as we shared our thoughts, the people that did show up, which was the Youngstown Vindicator and Channel 21, chose not to air this story, which makes me wonder if those same controlling forces are behind those organizations. Well, I want to tell you that the people of Youngstown and the citizens of Youngstown will not tolerate this. We will not back down. This is our city, and we want ownership of it. We want the opportunity to shape our future. And we believe that the Main Kitchen is the best person to make this happen and to keep Youngstown moving forward. The people of Youngstown need to rise up and make a statement at the polls next week. Make a statement about who really is in control of our city. Thank you.
That's right. My name is Kevin Crum, pastor of the New Hope Baptist Church right here on the east side. And I also went away for a while, and I've been back for 10 years now. Have been blessed to be involved in my community. One of the things I think that people are wondering, why are these pastors, why are these politically spiritual leaders getting involved? Why are we speaking up? Politics is supposed to be a dirty sport. But we want to remind you that when we open and read our Bible, there's politics all in the Bible.
That's right.
And there's no way that we can divide our life with politics on one side and God on the other side. We pay taxes like everybody else. We are part of this city. We support this city. There are powers that be that are trying to destroy the city or strip the city of its resources. And we want to encourage everyone to get out and vote. Vote for somebody that you know that will have the best interest of every area of Youngstown in mind. Not just a certain district, but every area of Youngstown. And so we want to encourage you today to be involved. I mean, not getting involved in politics because it's dirty or not wanting to vote because it's dirty. When have you ever said that my baby is dirty and I'm not going to wash her up or wash him up? You have to be involved. God has called us to be salt and light in our community.
That's right.
And if we don't say anything, then that God will hold us responsible and accountable
Absolutely.
for this sin. And so we encourage you to get out and vote, be involved. You only have a few days left. Don't go to sleep at such an hour as this.
Reverend Charles F. Ellis, Associate Pastor, New Vision Baptist Church, former 2nd Ward Councilman. Truly on the November the 5th, it's everyone's responsibility and right to get out and exercise a right that you have, and that is to make the correct choice in that mayoral candidate. A candidate who stands up for all people, regardless of race, creed, or color. A candidate who's fair and impartial. We come together because we want to see this change to oversweeping this city. It's not going to be business as usual. We want to see the person that get in there to touch lives for our young people, our elderly and senior citizens. We want a person in there who's going to show enough, make a difference, if you will. We've come together because we have come together as one mind, one purpose, one goal, and that is to get behind our candidate, the main kitchen, help him from whatever area that we can assist him in to become the very best mayor that the city has ever seen. Again, November 5th is critical. We need you to get up, get to the polls. We have transportation provided for those who need rides. There's no reason why anyone should say didn't have a ride or couldn't get to the polls. We are here to help, aid, and assist you to get to the polls so that you may cast your vote on November the 5th. Again, we come together as one because we live as one. We come together because we're stronger together. And we come together because we want to make this city a stronger city together. Thank you.
I want to thank these pastors. We represent various communities. They are part of different churches, but we're not representing our churches right now. We're individuals making a statement concerning conditions of our city and what we believe is at stake in this upcoming election. For those who want to hear our message, you may go to this website, www.ytownvehicle.com, www.ytownvehicle.com. Our message is on that website. We want to thank WKBN. We want to thank you all for coming and these pastors for being a part of this effort. This ends our press conference. If there are any questions from the media, we will entertain them at this time.
Pastor Simon, Clarence Bowles of Buckeye Review, do you have any evidence, you mentioned evidence in your press release, do you have any evidence pointing to the alleged source of this information other than, you mentioned the control, other than the information that the alleged defendant or the alleged victim has put out before the media?
No, sir. There's no information of, any evidence.
Oh, my.
But what I do say is, as far as control of the city, who's behind all this, is that we always, when you want to know who's in control of something, you follow the money trail.
Absolutely.
money trail leads us to the sources of who's behind the candidate and who's funding and supporting their initiative. Any other questions?
And I just wanted to say one thing about that question that you just shared is I love the way you say, do you have any evidence? Because I think some of the accusations that have been made against the main kitchen, I would like to ask those who are airing these things and those who are speaking them, do you have any evidence?
That's right.
Because I haven't seen any evidence presented. The other thing I would like to do is challenge people, because we have a lot of people that are what you call investigative reporters, to do what they do best: investigate the people making the allegations, find out about who they are, and don't just investigate what's been said, but investigate the people that are saying it.
Absolutely.
And that's my comment.
Any other questions? I want to thank you all for coming and thank these pastors for being a part of this effort. Again, we remind everyone to go out to the ballot November 5th. Today you still have time to vote early, also till tomorrow morning till 12 noon. And then on election day, please get out to vote, because in this election, your vote counts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, brothers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.